Stress is a big deal. It's not a small thing, but let's look at it in terms of heart. What does it do actually to the heart? When you have stress, you release a hormone called cortisol, and cortisol is a hormone that affects every single cell in your body. It makes you insulin resistant. It makes you put on weight. It makes you put fat on your body. Eat more. You crave, especially carbohydrates, more. And part of that is because it makes you insulin resistant. But there's one thing it does to your heart that is devastating. And that is that normally when you have any damage to the lining of your blood vessels, the inside of your blood vessels, that lining gets damaged, you immediately have APCs, progenitor cells, come in and cover right over it. Like in seconds, it's all covered over. Whatever the damage is, the clot forms, and the APCs come and cover over it. They pave it, and they make the glycocalyx, and everything looks normal again, like in seconds, like less than seconds. It's like milliseconds, and it's so fast. When you have stress, the APCs don't work. They don't pave over it. So you get a clot on there. And then because the clot's there, you build up more clot and more clot because it takes a longer time to get paved over. So you're making more clots when blood vessels are damaged. Well, if that happens in the heart and you're making a little bit of clot, well, no big deal, but more clot, now you're constricting your blood vessels and you're cutting off the blood supply to your heart. So that's where heart attacks come in, from stress. And so having a broken heart is a real thing. People do die from a broken heart. And this has been proven in multiple studies. There's something in the United States called Prinzmetal's angina. And that is people, when they get blood constriction of their blood vessels, and that's from stress, that's the autonomic nervous system shutting off the blood supply to the heart. And that happens from getting a broken heart. You get the sympathetic response, stress response, and you get that. And this is just due to stress. And it was noted first in women after they'd lost their husbands. So widows would come into the emergency department with having a heart attack, and they'd do an x-ray of the heart, and they would see this unusual shape of the heart. And it is due to the lack of blood supply from the stress of, in this case, losing someone they love. So it's a big deal, and stress is really big. So here's the thing about stress. We talk about, well, don't get stressed. Well, how are you not going to get stressed? That's like telling somebody, don't breathe. Because breathing, you could breathe bad air. Yeah, sure you could. So stress is important. You have to go to the gym and stress your muscles or your heart's not going to work. You have to stress your mind or your brain's not going to work. You have to stress. You need stress. But what they don't tell you is you need to recover or repair from stress. And that recovery is when you're sleeping at night. The anabolic metabolism repairs all the damage in your body and fixes everything. So you can do things to de-stress, and that is meditation is a good way to de-stress. Prayer is a good way to de-stress. Exercise is a good way to de-stress, and making sure you get enough sleep. So we talk about the 6-10 reset. Stop eating by 6, and then be asleep by 10, and that gives you good rest. That gives you anabolic metabolism to repair from all the stress of the day, and that will actually help your heart to repair as well. So all the damaged blood vessels in your heart will repair during that time.